Hi guys, and welcome to our April news video. Firstly, we hope that all of our customers and suppliers are well during these difficult times. As you can imagine, the global regulatory scene has been relatively quiet over the past month. Lockdowns remain in place around the world, though while some regulators, including those in Côte d'Ivoire, the Philippines, Honduras and Uganda, have all closed operations to the extent that applications can no longer be submitted, the vast majority have staff working from home, and so type approval applications can be processed for most countries, albeit with some minor delays. In Pakistan, a temporary procedure has been put into place to enable issue of approvals without the submission of product samples, on the provision that samples will be supplied later. And in Indonesia, only applications using foreign recognised lab test reports are currently accepted, with no local testing currently possible. In some cases, such as Brazil, the renewal process has been temporarily simplified so as to ensure that you can keep your approvals valid during this time. Eleos operations continue as usual, with staff generally working from home.
So perhaps the biggest development this month has been in India. On the 1st of April, the Indian Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, or MeitY, published an official notification adding 12 new product types to the existing list of products requiring compulsory BIS safety certification. The new product types include, for example, wired keyboards, wireless headphones and earphones and music systems. For those of you who are not familiar with the BIS scheme, it is the Indian Safety Certification Scheme, which mandates testing of devices to be carried out in an Indian accredited lab and for certificates to be held by an authorized Indian representative, which should be the manufacturer's local office where possible, and if not, then a third-party authorized representative based in India. The new notification adding these 12 product types to the list of products requiring compulsory BIS safety certification will take effect as of October 1st this year. And as of this date, all products should be BIS certified before being placed on the Indian market.
Also in the APAC region, we'd just like to remind manufacturers that in Vietnam, QCVN 86-2019, the Vietnamese equivalent to EN 301-48952, will come into effect on the 1st of July this year. Products shipping into Vietnam after the 1st of July are required to maintain continued compliance with the new standard, evidenced by test reports issued by either Vietnamese labs designated by MIC or overseas labs under their MRA scheme. You'll find a link to the current accredited labs list attached to this video. The updated report is required as part of the importer's SDOC process, but there is no need to update your type approval certificates. Additionally, from Vietnam, MIC have issued a draft circular QCVN 54-2020 on wideband data transmission for equipment operating the 2.4 GHz band, replacing the previous regulation QCVN 54-2011. The updated regulation extends the acceptance of red MRA test reports to the most recent ETSI standards.
And on to the LATAM region now. The Brazilian regulator Anatel has opened another set of public consultations seeking comments on their proposed regulations for telecommunications equipment operating with 5G technology on the 450 MHz to 6 GHz frequency bands. The three consultations, numbers 6, 11 and 12, are seeking comments relating to the technical standards which should be met by transceivers for base stations, mobile phone handsets and access terminal stations respectively, and aim specifically to include requirements that should be made by equipment using 5G and NR technology. Contributions to the public consultations can be made through the link to the Anatel's public consultations monitoring system shown in the attachments to this video.
Also, additionally from Brazil, Resolution 715 of 2019 will come into effect as of the end of this month, and Anatel have issued 3 temporary acts to complement or supplement the guidelines of the resolution. So we have Act 2220, Operational Procedure for the Conformity Assessment of Telecommunications Products, and details the new rules and procedures by which the assessment of product conformity by certification will be carried out. The former Category 1, 2, 3 systems has been abolished, though the routes to certification are quite similar. Local testing but no renewal required, local testing with renewal requirements, and local testing with renewal and factory audit requirements or evidence of ISO certification. Then there's Act 2221, which outlines the new labelling options and guidelines for the use of e-labelling. There are 3 options for labelling. 1, the full Anatal seal with the logo and the approval number displayed according to the criteria in item 7 of the resolution. 2, the word Anatal followed by the approval code in the specified format. Or 3, e-labelling. So e-labelling can be used for devices with a display and must be accessible without the need to enter any specific codes or passwords. Information about how to access your e-label must be clearly printed on the product's packaging and user manuals. In all cases, the label must be included on the product prior to shipping into Brazil. Then we have Act 2222, which provides the list of telecommunications devices subject to Anatel approval, along with the applicable certification scheme or assessment model. Devices are now classified into families according to their use and similarity, and as I said previously, the old categorization 1, 2 and 3 are no longer used.
In Mexico, the deadline to submit NOM 001 SCFI 1993 applications to certification bodies is tomorrow. From the 1st of May, only applications to the updated standard NOM 001 SCFI 2018 will be accepted. You should therefore prepare for some delays, as not all the certification bodies are ready to accept applications to the new standard. If you have any questions about any of this month's updates, then please get in touch. In the meantime, stay safe.
And try not to go too crazy in the lockdown.